Welcome back everyone, Eli here, and today you may have saw already with the title of this video what is going on, and I have some explaining to do. So I made this video today because honestly guys, the LEGO community has seen a lot of roughs, bumps, and changes right now, unfortunately, due to some LEGO price changes as well. And the title of this video isn't directly correlated to that, but it is a big part in what you are seeing today. So when I put PNW Minifigs no more, what I mean by this, guys, is the traditional way my channel's been going for a year and a half is no more. I'm going to be changing my channel name and kind of orientating myself into a different area of LEGO. As you may know, most of my videos, if not almost 90% or 80% of my videos on my YouTube channel are review videos. And what I mean by PNW Minifigs no more is those review videos are not going to be happening anymore. And there's a few reasons. One is it's very expensive for me to be buying Legos. And with the recent price increase from August 1st Lego Star Wars sets that are coming out, as you may know, with the MTT and the Republic Juggernaut and all sorts of other sets, they are very expensive and overpriced. And even if I don't buy them day one and I buy them 8 months later and do a review, I still don't want to obligate myself for that. Like, personally, where I'm at with the Juggernaut is I probably won't even buy the set. I'm just gonna buy the figures separately. That's how bad I think the set is. So for me, it just doesn't make any sense to continue to do reviews. Also, with the name PNW Minifigs doesn't correlate to what I would be doing on the channel. It also isn't very fun. Like, reviews are cool because I love Lego sets, but at the same time, I have to buy the Lego set, which is already expensive, buying a full wave every time, and then also making a review and releasing it is, I mean, like, it's fun to get the minifigures, it's fun to get the build, but I enjoy doing mock building more. And so, like, when I actually have time to myself off camera with Lego, it's not Lego sets. It's not me building Lego sets I want to get or I've had. It's not me owning sets to where I can go ahead and just do an army full of them, like a bunch of ATTEs or a bunch of Republic gunships. I rather build a mock. I rather sit there and build a diorama, work on like a weekly project, or something like that. And so for that being said, the future of our channel is why I want to say that the name's going to be different, because it wouldn't make sense anymore. I also don't even live in the Pacific Northwest, and at the time that's what it was named after. So a few things there that just need to be changed. Also, I just think it represents my channel better if the name is no longer PNW Minifigs. So that's the first thing that I want to go over, is that will be changing my name, of course, on YouTube, as well as the reviews. I'm completely axing them from YouTube. I'm gonna leave my reviews up that are on now, but I'm no longer doing any more reviews. I might do like a YouTube short if a set comes out and I pick it up and I'm like, hey, this is a cool set. I might do like a short of it, but that's probably the most I'll do of a review. Unfortunately, it's just like not something I want to obligate myself to do any further. It's just kind of annoying. And so for me, I would much rather do mock builds. I'm gonna do lots of alternate builds, which aren't reviews. I guess a review of an alternate build, of people's custom alternate build, my own alternate builds I'm gonna start doing. So I'm gonna start doing that. And I'll do that in the form of shorts and maybe some videos. The videos themselves, though, I'll be doing like single day mocks like I did with the Coruscant diorama, and then I'll be doing I would say weekly updates or updates in general of mocks like I did with my Ryloth mock. My next biggest mock that I mentioned before, Dantooine, is still coming. I just don't think I'm gonna do weekly updates. I think the more I pressure myself onto doing weekly updates, the less of the quality of the videos are. The less that is done each week too. Like, I only have so much, and I had to keep waiting for orders to come in from Bricklink and going to Pick a Brick and all sorts of other stuff. So it's better for me to get the source and then put out a really good video of lots of fun updates rather than obligating myself every week. So that's something that'll change, but primarily the channel's just going to be based off alternate builds and mocks, like no longer reviewing, obviously no leaks and rumors for Lego sets. I also think it's important because for me, myself at least, I don't know how many of you also feel this way, I just don't want to keep forking off money like that to Lego if like prices are going to get to this standard. You know, I don't mind buying pieces, like brick pieces, because I'm building my own thing and making my own creativity. I have a ton of built sets in this box in my closet full of just the sets themselves. I have the minifigs pulled out. My minifigs are all in display cases or drawers where I separated them by type and stuff. I showed a video of that before. So I don't have any minifigures in there. I think that box is just going to get parted out. I'm just going to part the whole thing out and use those parts for MOCS, because there is a ton of Lego pieces in there. I'm also selling, like, I wouldn't say 20% of my Lego collection, just because I want to downsize. A lot of these sets I bought, I was going to review. A lot of these sets I bought multiples of. I'm not doing that anymore. I only need one set. If I build it and I want another, then I'll do two. Or if I'm army building for a MOC, I'll buy a few of them. But I'm not going to be doing, you know, 4 Millennium Falcons and 3 Republic fighter tanks and stuff like I don't need all that anymore. I have a ton of sealed sets of duplicates that I've already even have reviews of, or I may have gotten like as gifts, and so I already had 2 of them, so I have 3, so it's just like a bunch of stuff like that. So I'm selling probably 20%. I'm looking at it right now as I look over to it. I have it pulled out of the closet, so I'm selling about 20% of my Lego sets. I'm just downsizing. I just want to focus on MOC building. It forces me to be more creative, and that's something I love doing. I love thinking outside the box when I'm building MOCs. Like when I did the Coruscant diorama, it originally was just going to be like a small scale hallway scene that we see with Lego sets, and then I did a second floor, and then I decided to do a tilting tower and then lights. And so like I just get so enveloped in these things, and it's so much fun. For me, I want to be more detailed than my Ryloth MOC. I did not have nearly enough pieces that I would really like to, and so I want to scale things down by doing the diorama MOCs where I could put a ton of detail into a small scene, which is really fun for me, rather than spreading out parts across a big MOC and not having enough. And so that's why Dantooine, I'm not doing weekly updates, because I want to just take my time with that and make sure every square inch of that MOC is detailed. Also, I want to make sure that I can source parts fast enough and not feel like I'm in a rush to get a weekly update out. Also, that's why I haven't even started it yet. I'm still breaking down Ryloth, which Ryloth is probably about 40% broken down now. I've been working on that, but at the same time, I don't want to rush into Dantooine and then feel like I got stuck because I don't have enough parts. So I'd rather wait. I've been sourcing parts already, and that's kind of like the best thing for me, is sourcing prior to the MOC, so I have something to start me and get me far, and then I can source as I'm building too. So that's what I'm planning on doing with Dantooine. In the meantime, I will be doing like single video MOCs, single video dioramas, and also I'm not just doing Star Wars. I have probably like a list of 10 single dioramas so far that I want to do. A lot are Star Wars, because Star Wars is like my favorite thing, but I also have some Batman ones in there, some Marvel ones in there as well. I want to get into Ninjago. I used to be as a kid, but now it's like I'm not as into it anymore. But that would be cool to do. But for right now, yeah, definitely just gonna be Marvel, DC, and Star Wars MOCs of those. And yeah, I want to push myself to do other outside of Star Wars, because there's a lot of scenes from all sorts of Batman content, a lot of scenes from Marvel content that I want to recreate. And it's just way more fun than doing reviews. It's way more inexpensive than doing reviews. A Bricklink order is like a quarter of what you would pay for a battle pack now, and that gets you a lot more bricks than you would think. And so it's kind of sad to say that, you know, and it is the truth though. At the end of the day, cost has a huge part in what I do on my YouTube channel. So if it is getting to the point where I just don't want to keep forking money towards Lego sets and doing reviews, because I would constantly buy 2, one for review, one for my personal collection. Even if I just bought one, it's still at this point ridiculous. So I'm just gonna buy the sets I actually want to buy from Lego, and not buy the ones I don't want to buy from Lego, and buy minifigures separately that I want to buy from Lego, etc., rather than just buying everything and reviewing everything. And that was just Star Wars, really. Like, I did have some other reviews, but I wanted to review way more than just Star Wars, Batman and Speed Champions and other stuff, and I just couldn't get to it all, because it's just, 1, they come out so fast, but 2, it's so expensive buying release after release of different licenses. So with that being said, guys, I just wanted to put this out there, and I mentioned it in my last giveaway video that, hey, I'm gonna have some changes with that. The channel name here on YouTube only is going to be Eli Builds. That's it. It's just gonna be Eli Builds. I build lots of stuff, and that's what I'm gonna do. And this channel will only hold that name, period. I will have my Instagram, PNW Minifigs, changed to Eli Builds as well, and I'll start posting on there more. I just don't post enough on there. But as for the selling and business aspect of my Lego collection, I do Whatnot streams, I do eBay, and I sell minifigures, I sell some sets. I have tons of parts in my collection of minifigures, so I order Bricklink orders when I do like MOCs, And if they have clones in there, or parts for clones or parts for minifigures I need, typically clones, I have a ton of clones, I'll order parts and I'll rebuild the figure, sell it, keep it sometimes. I will buy lots and stuff, and then I'll keep some minifigures, sell some minifigures, like I show with shorts. So that aspect of my Lego stuff is gonna be Wild West Bricks. And Wild West Bricks is because I don't live in Pacific Northwest anymore. Wild West Bricks is also the name I have for my eBay. So I'm moving that into my Whatnot as well. And so if you want to go and see Whatnot eBay, that's Wild West Bricks. It's separate from Eli's Builds, or Eli Builds. I don't want that to do with anything I do on YouTube. I mean, I'll obviously plug my Whatnot if I have a stream coming up, if I'm doing giveaways on there or whatever, but I'm just not gonna attach that to my channel like PNW Minifigs was attached to everything. With that being said, I'm still gonna do lots of content, still doing lots of giveaways. I don't think I'll just do Star Wars giveaways. I'll probably do giveaways of prominent sets. So like if a set just came out that is kind of big in the community, that's probably what I would do a giveaway of. So just keep that in mind too. But yeah, we're still gonna be doing that as normal. By posting for videos maybe slower if I'm building MOCs, so just keep that in mind. My shorts I'll be posting rapidly more often, with alternate builds and with lots of other stuff, so stay tuned for all of that. But yeah, the channel's still gonna be here, just a little bit different. No more PNW Minifigs, no more reviews. If you're sad about that, there's plenty of YouTubers that do reviews. That's just the bottom line too, and have funds to back it, or in land to back it, and so it's a little bit easier for that. But for me, if you know, it gets to a point where maybe I could do reviews again, maybe that's possible, but I don't really want to hold myself to that. I'm not gonna put a standard on that. Just done with reviews. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next one, whatever it may be. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then.